Welcome back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. LeBron James, the fake Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards, these guys will never have a career like Michael Jordan, right? These are the years, as you see on your screen, that made Michael Jordan who he was. The 87-88 season, the 88-89, the 89-90, the 90-91, the 91-92, the 92-93. This is what made Michael Jordan. Not the championships. People keep forgetting. We only use championships against LeBron because that's how ultimately a GOAT and a winner and a great player, that's what we scale them on. We don't scale them on stats. Okay? Michael Jordan's championships were just the cherry on top of the cake, the icing on the cake, if you would say, right? Michael Jordan would still be an all-time great and maybe top 5, even without the championships or less championships, right? LeBron had to go build super teams just to get his championships. So, well, many of us that have common sense, when we look at it and we say, well, Wilt was 2 and 4. Well, Wilt was dominant as a basketball player at 2 and 4 still. He wasn't just putting up stats to me that I wouldn't say they're empty and hollow, but Wilt was leading the league in these stats. That's what greatness is. Not longevity stats, yearly stats, which prove dominance, rebound, scoring, assist, and who knows how many block titles. That's dominance as a player. They don't give, I've never seen them give an award for a triple-double or who had the most triple-doubles after the end of the year. There's no award for that. There's no award for longevity stats. So to me, what you see on your screen is probably the greatest, 6-year stretch of all time. And to me, like I said the other day, I think it's even, I would go with 86, 87, all the way until 90, right? Because it's not on here, but we know what happened that year. Mike Evers played 82 games. This is incredible. Coming off a broken foot, and we know what he did in the playoffs, coming off that broken foot in 86. But still, to play 82 games coming off a broken foot is insane. In 40 minutes. Hold on, folks. 40 minutes a game. In the 86-87 season, 40 minutes. I remember yesterday, I was just banging on Wembanyama. This guy is averaging like 31 minutes a game. In his rookie season, I think it was like 38. What the hell is going on? He's only getting 17 touches. That's why I believe this NBA is rigged. This is not how you play basketball with a superstar in the league. It's rigged, folks. They don't want him to have these touches. They don't want him to be down there on a block so he can just turn around and dunk on fools. They want him to be this, I don't know, this dinosaur-looking, alien-looking dude shooting threes. That's what they want. I'm serious. That's what they want. They want some nonsense. Oh, Akeem never couldn't shoot the 3. Patrick Ewing couldn't shoot the 3 like this. David Robinson couldn't shoot. They want to come with this nonsense that nobody cares about. Who the hell wants a 7-footer and 7'4" at that to be a great 3-point shooter? How ridiculous is that? That's like Michael Jordan in this era shooting threes. Shooting half of his shots on threes. That would be so ridiculous. When you could look at Mike and you'd be like, dang, Mike, the paint is wide open. Nobody can stop you. It's a no-touch era. And they just told Mike, well, if you want to be in this league, you got to shoot threes. What? It's ridiculous. But they pick and choose who they want to shoot the threes. So Anthony Davis don't have to be out there shooting all these threes. Joker, for the most part, don't have to be out there shooting all these threes. Joel Embiid don't have to shoot all them threes that Wemby is shooting. Yeah, Joel Embiid shoots 3, but nothing on that level. Half of Wemby's shots is from 3 this year. It just doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't even expect that out of a power forward or a small forward, all these threes. So yeah, the year he came, next year after he came off the broken foot, 82 games, 40 minutes a game, folks. What a motor. 37 points per game, 5.2 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 2.9 blocks, 1.5, 2.9 steals, 1.5 blocks on 48% shooting and 85% from the line. 88, we all know this, 82 games. Even just a little bit more minutes, 0.4, but still 40.4 minutes per game, 35 points per game, 5.5 rebounds in 88. This is 88. 6 assists, 3.2 steals, 1.6 blocks on 53% shooting, 53.5 to be exact, and 84% from the free throw line. And we look at 88, 89, and we was just talking about this the other day. Insane. And we was talking about it because LeBron has never had a season like this. And this isn't even Micheal Jordan's best season. We consider the 88 season Jordan's greatest season, the greatest season of all time. I guess if you want to discount Wilt Chamberlain. So yeah, the next season, 88, 89, Mike still plays 81 games, 40 minutes per game. This is insane, folks. 32.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 0.8 blocks, and 53% from the field. Folks, this really doesn't make any sense right here. It just don't seem real. So the next season, 89, 90, 82 games, 39 minutes per game. It dropped off by 1 minute. 33.6 points per game. Insane. 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.8 steals, and 0.7 blocks on 52% shooting and 84% from the line. So that right there was the greatest stretch for me. From the 86, 87 season all the way until the 89, 90 season. That's the greatest stretch in modern NBA history. It just is. Nobody will ever duplicate that. It won't be duplicated. And this was as a guard in a real men's league. But if we keep going and we want to go to the 90, 91 season, 82 games he played. 37 minutes. I think his minutes are going down because now his team is getting better. Mike was playing all those minutes just to try to get a decent seed in the playoffs. Yeah, so 82 games, 37 minutes per game. And this guy's still playing more minutes than Wemby. 31.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.7 steals, 1 block. So if Mike goes down on one thing, he always goes up on another. It's just like that. Remember, the last 2 seasons before this season, the 89 and the 90 season, he was under a block. So he done went back up to a block, even though his steals started to plummet. 1 block on 53.9% shooting from the field. And even his field goal percentage went up from the last 2 seasons. And he shot 85% from the line, which is shooting from the line went up from last season. So in essence, he might go down on some things, but he'll go up on some things. So the next season, he plays 80 games, 38 minutes. It went up a minute. 30 points per game. Went down. Went up 0.4 on the rebounds. 6.4 rebounds. Went up on his assist. Wow. 6.1 from last year. Went down on the steals. 2.3. Went down just a little bit. 0.1 on the blocks. 0.9 blocks on basically 52% shooting, went down a little bit right there. And his free throw percentage went down a little bit to 83. These are just like monster numbers, man. I mean, you guys go look at these guys' field goal percentages today. Your great, your players that are shooting as guards in this era, and look at them since they done came into the league. Look at their field goal percentage, and they're not shooting nothing like this. They're not shooting over 50% like that. If they are, look how long it took them. And let me see if they shot, that for like a 5-6 year stretch, over 50, 51, 52, 53% from the field as a guard. What was that stat? I don't have it. It was like Curry, Kobe, Shaq, Durant, and some other guys. They put all these guys together, and Michael Jordan had more 30-point games, 30-plus point per game seasons, while averaging 50-plus field goal percentage in the season than all those guys I just named. It was crazy. And I think, LeBron was in there too. It was nuts. So, I think this is the 90, 92, 93 season. He did play less games, 78, almost played 40 minutes, 39 minutes per game. Went back up on his points, 32.6 points per game. Went up on his rebounds, 6.7. Went down on assists, 5.5. Went up on the steals, 2.8. Went a little bit down on the blocks, 0.8. And he went down just 49.5% field goal percentage and 83.7 from the line. Wow. So you can even look at these playoff numbers down here are just insane. It's crazy. And we didn't even go over that. 36 and from 88. Is that the playoffs? We know what he did in Boston in that 86, 87. But yeah, we'll stick to this right here. The playoffs in 88, 36.3 points per game, 7 rebounds, 4.7 assists, 2.4 steals, 1.1 blocks, on 53.1 field goal percentage, and 86 from the line. I mean, that's crazy. Then you look over here at 89, 34.8 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2.8 steals, 0.5 blocks, 51% from the field, 79.9 from the line. It's all the same. It's just the insane numbers. You can see them on your screen. I'm not going to read them off, but wow. And it's the nerve of these guys, the LeBron fans, the LeBron media, says that before Pippen and all Michael Jordan was a shot chucker. Look at these rebounds, especially in the playoffs. Look at these rebounds and these assists. It's just insane. And then the steals, and then the blocks, and if it ain't one thing, it's another. If he's not going to get you he's always going to get you with the points, right? But if he's not killing you with the assists, he's killing you with the blocks. Or if he's not killing you with the blocks, he's killing you with the assists. It's one thing or another with this guy, right? Look at the 91 season. 8.4 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 1.4 blocks. I mean, that's insane. And this was in a big man's era. This wasn't no skinny 3-point shooting era. This guys was actually playing man to man, body on body. Like, there was nowhere to go. Look at it. 93, 35 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.1 steals. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. I just don't see where this Pippen was doing all this work for Mike. Did you guys see it? I don't see how Pippen was doing all this work for Michael Jordan. Where's all this work at? I don't understand. Mike was putting up the assists, the rebounds. I'm not trying to say he was doing all of it by himself, but where was this that Pippen was doing all the assists and all the rebounds, all the steals, all the blocks? I don't get it. And if Pippen was, in some instances, for a series, out rebounded Michael Jordan or out had more assists per game. What is it? So Michael Jordan is supposed to do everything? That makes no sense, folks. Only Michael Jordan is supposed to do everything. So if Michael Jordan, let's say if he brought his scoring down to 30 points per game, right? They basically would lose. Say if he brought his scoring down to what LeBron averages, and he just went with 27, 7, and 7, they would lose. They would lose. It wouldn't be no winning. They would lose. It would be no three-peat. Say if they gave Scottie Pippen more shots, they would lose. When Jordan left and he retired the first time, Pippen's averages didn't go up. They basically stayed the same as the year before. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Yeah, Horace Grant and B.J. Armstrong, yes. They got more touches and they had more points. But the fact was, why couldn't they beat the Knicks in the second round? They couldn't beat the Knicks. Why? Because they didn't have a leader. Michael Jordan never lost to the Knicks. Michael Jordan been playing the Knicks in the playoffs forever. What, since the 80s or something like that? Michael Jordan didn't lose to the Knicks. He was losing to the top tier teams. Not that the Knicks wasn't a top tier team, but he rose above them to be more a higher top tier team than them. In Cleveland. Cleveland was more of a top tier team than the Bulls. But Michael Jordan was not gonna, he just wasn't. He wasn't gonna have himself under the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he always beat them. Even if he had to score 55 points in a series, he wasn't gonna be that far under, in the race. He wasn't gonna do it. He was already behind the Bostons and the Detroit Pistons and stuff like that. No, can't be that far in the basement. People act like Michael Jordan was always a number 8 seed or something like that. No. Even if they was under the Cavs, they were still beating the Cavs. Even if they was under the Knicks for some seasons in the playoffs, they was always beating the Knicks. And this is why I tell you guys. When you see these numbers right here, and you see this from, the 87 season all the way until before Michael Jordan even won the championship. I keep trying to tell you, the 86, 87 season all the way until the 90 season is the greatest to me of any player. Because we're leaving out championships. This is what I expect from Wemby. I said Wemby is going to dominate. He's going to dominate this year. And he hasn't shown me that. So I've been mad. And it's a weaker era. You have no big man to stop you on an everyday basis. And then a big man that you would go against that was good would be Joker, Embiid, AD. What are you doing? Destroy them. Destroy them. Michael Jordan was going out and destroying dudes from the get-go. This is what great players do. Wilt Chamberlain was destroying dudes from the get-go. And we were talking about this yesterday. It's not about stats. It's about you showing up as a great player in these great moments, in these great times, playing against great competition and showing up and showing out. And that's what great players have always done. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Hakeem, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq. This is what you do. Now, they play the Lakers Friday. You show up, or today. They play the Lakers today. You show up and you put 50 on their head. That 50 that you put on, who was it? The Wizards' heads? Big deal. Big deal. This is prime time. This is a play-in. You better show up and show out. Michael Jordan came off a damn broken foot and showed up and showed out against 5 Hall of Famers. 4 of them was top 75 players and put something on their head that's still in the record books. This is what I'm talking about. You show up and you show out. When the stakes are the highest. I don't care if you lose. It's not about that. They had a better team. They're supposed to win. Now, if you end up beating them as an underdog, okay, that's even more. That's even more to your lower. We're always, Wemby went up in there and he shut down AD, blocked them 4 times, put up 40, grabbed 15. All this will be in history. This is the things that we always talked about in the past from great players. It wasn't stats. This is what LeBron needs, is stats to verify his so-called GOAT case. Stats. Not winning, not showing up at these times in the finals, in the playoffs. He was done with that. In 2009, 2010, he was done. He saw that he couldn't do it. And the only reason why he went to the finals in 2007 is because his team carried him. If you look back at it, He didn't carry that team to the damn finals. When he went to Eastern Conference Finals, his team carried him for the most part. So, yeah, man, that's just how it is. We don't care about stats. We want to look back at them all-time great moments of what you did in those times. And that will be in the history books. That will be on video. A lot of stuff can't be denied. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think, man. When we get started, because it ain't looking too good this year. When we looking at stretches like this that Micheal Jordan had, we can't be saying this about you if you're not going to be putting up these numbers. You put up 20 your rookie season. I'm not impressed in this off week ever. I'm not impressed, guys. I'm not impressed for the, if LeBron put up those numbers in back then, okay, that was in what, 2003, 2004. He still didn't have the greatest rookie season, LeBron, of all time, and not even close. Not even close. He even had the top 10 or top 15 greatest rookie season of all time, and that was back then. So you putting up 20 points per game in last year as a rookie, that's nothing. That's why I say when Anthony Edwards, when y'all talk about, oh man, he came in, he was 19. Luka was 20. Go look at what Luka put up. Coming in at 19 is nothing compared to what it was back then. So you should be able to put up 25 points per game as a rookie at 19 years old if you come in at 20, when you come in at 2020. So y'all got to stop, man. Either these dudes is all-time greats or great players or they're not. You can't use their age. You can't use this or that. The league done got softer. There's no defense. Stop using age if there's no defense. Can't have it both ways. You're saying how great they are, but you're not using the standard of defense, positional players, traveling care. You ain't using none of that. We always want to give a crutch to these guys, but as soon as they do something great, they're off the crutches. They're Usain Bolt. Y'all got to stop, man. Tell me what you think.